Hello, y'all. I'm Valerie, and I garden in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains in Zone 6B. And today is day 20 of the seed starting marathon that was originally started by Flower Hill Farm, but I decided to follow along in video form. And today's seed is calendula. And I already have some calendula planted, and they're doing quite well. But in my seed swap that I did, I got some more calendulas, and I want to get them started to plant out this year as well. I'm going to be planting these. I'm going to be mass sowing them in these little pots here. And I've already got tags made for all of them. Okay, let's set these aside and start filling my pots. I'll just do this with the seed starting, the stuff that I have sifted. Because this tub right here, I'm getting really low, and I need to go grab a couple of bags. I'm not doing that today. There's still snow on the ground. There will probably be for the next few days, even though it is, the daytime temperatures are going to be mild, but the nighttime temperatures are still going to be cold. So the snow will be on the ground for the next several days, regardless of the warmth outside. I mean, if it got up very hot and the sun came out, it would definitely all melt. Or if we got like a rain. These do have writing on them from things that I've planted in past years, but I just ignore that and I pay attention to whatever tag I put in it. This is garden marker. If you ever want to get garden marker off of a tag or off of a plant or off of a pot, use acetone fingernail polish remover. There's non-acetone and acetone. Make sure you're getting the acetone. Wow, it looks like the sun's trying to come out. Maybe some of this snow will melt. Probably still take a while. Like I said, you get mild days with the sun out, or you get a mild day with a bunch of rain. The snow is going to melt a lot quicker. And up to this point, it's just been overcast. The first type we've got are Oopsie Daisy calendula, and I'm just going to plant all of these because there's not really a whole lot in here. There's no point in saving them. I'll just save seeds. Just save seeds whenever these bloom and have them for next year and beyond. So that is Oopsie Daisy. Just going to take a little bit of soil and sprinkle it on top. And whenever I have them all done, I'll cover them with vermiculite. This one is Pink Surprise Calendula. This bag's kind of hard to open. Once again, I'm just going to plant all of them. These all come from my seed swap. Let's look for Pink Surprise. Now this pot I put a little bit too much soil in, so I'm just going to take some of it and put it on that one. Same with a couple of these. Orange King Calendula. Okay. There's not very many of these either, so they will definitely be all planted. That must be a big one, because those seeds are kind of big. Okay, this one is Neon, and I've got a bunch of these, so I'm only going to plant about half of them. Save the rest of them for next year. I don't think I've got a tag for this one. What? Hold on. Which one was that? Neon. Actually, I do. I was looking for the wrong tag. I was still on the Orange King. Orange King is right there, though. Okay, Sunset Buff is the next type. And I'm going to plant all of these. I'm just separating the seeds. Because of the way they're shaped, they like to kind of cling together. They like to cling on to one another. We'll check. Sunset Buff. Yep. This one just says pot marigold, and pot marigold is just another name for a calendula. So I'm not really sure what this one's going to be. It's probably just going to be a yellow or an orange, but I'm going to label it as it was traded to me, because some of them, the variety, they do just say pot marigold. They don't just put like a distinction between the different varieties. The next one is Indian Prince. Okay, the last variety that I have to plant is Kinglet Mix. I'm going to spread vermiculite. Okay, and all those calendulas are done. Thank you for hanging out with me on day 20 of the Seed Starting Marathon. Welcome to day 20 of my Seed a Day Seed Starting Marathon. And today's seeds are some peppers. I have some pepper seeds that I got in the seed swap that I just did. And even though it's slightly late for peppers, I'm still going to go ahead and plant them. That just means I'll get peppers a little bit later in the season. But it's not so late that they won't produce. It's just going to be a little bit behind my other pepper plants. And I've got a full Jew jalapeno. I've got an Aloha bell pepper, and this is a very pretty one. And a nata pino pepper. Both the full Jew pepper and the nata pino are jalapenos that have no heat. And I'm going to fill up this 4-pack tray. I'm going to leave the cell open. I only have 3 types. So I'm going to leave one of the cells with no dirt, but I'm going to fill up 3 cells in this, and then I'm going to plant 2 seeds per cell. And that'll give me 2 plants of each variety if they all germinate. All right, let's get soil in this. So I have my little dibbler, and I'm going to just dibble 2 holes in each cell. I'm putting the peppers on opposite sides so they're easy to separate. And then I'm going to start with the full Jew jalapeno. Then let's go with the Aloha Bell. These are really pretty stripy pepper. They're a bell pepper. They're bell shaped, but they're just, when I looked them up on the internet, they were orange and red striped, or maybe orange and yellow, or some combination of the warm tones. Aloha Bell. And then we're going to do the nata pino. And as always, we're going to top it with some vermiculite. These will go inside in my house on a heat mat until they germinate. That's it for day 21, kind of short and sweet. I only had 3 varieties to plant because most of my peppers, all of my peppers beside these actually, are already planted. Unless I would end up with some kind of crazy variety between now and the next couple weeks, which I highly doubt because I'm not searching for seeds. I'm not trading for any more. I'm not buying any more. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me for day 21 of this Seed a Day Seed Starting Marathon. I will see you on the next one. Bye.